this is probably more on a personal note, that, you know, coming out of design school, you know, I was pretty ambitious, you know. I would say that, you know, based on what I, you know, was able to do in school and, you know, some of the internships that I worked on, I felt like I had a pretty strong skill set, and I thought like I was going to ascend within, you know, the ranks very quickly. So this is very much a personal thing, I would say, that I wish I had known to a certain extent that this is more of a marathon, and that your growth is you have to be patient in your growth as a designer, because there's so much to absorb, there's so much to learn, that, you know, you sort of have to be patient, and that your opportunities to kind of move up, you know, as a designer, usually come with the amount of knowledge that you've obviously accumulated. And I was, you know, quite, again, ambitious and a hothead, and I felt like I was ready to, you know, to take on more responsibility probably earlier than I was able to. So I think to a certain extent, I wish I had a little bit of hindsight and patience and understanding that, you know, the growth as a designer is much more of a marathon. It's a kind of a long distance growth. And so that on a personal note. And then, you know, as far as particular to design, I mean, I wish I had spoken, I wish I had more mentors, you know, especially early on. You know, in my time, when I was first kind of, you know, when I was like, you know, 16, 17, I was looking to go to university, and I was trying to find out what, you know, from, you know, what major and what I wanted to be. And there's very little exposure on like automotive design and product design in general. Like, it wasn't as exposed of a field as it is now. For example, now you have tons of forums and design sites, you know, that expose the field of design, which I didn't really have so much. So I guess more exposure, you know, about the field and how the industry works and all the components that go into it. I think that would have been really helpful. But I would say nowadays, there is that. I think you have so much exposure now, and I think, you know, students going into design now are very lucky and are very fortunate to have all these resources, which I didn't really have early on.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.